change my ways. It'll take time, I know it, but in a while you're gonna be mine, I know it. We'll do it in style.
We're playing across the country, rocking the USA. We're having a good time, rocking and rolling away. And we ain't gonna stop till we reach California. They say the LA women like to have a lot of fun. We're gonna get ourselves some women there, and know we'll get them one by one. And we'll keep on playing till we reach the California sun. Rock, 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 roll away. We're gonna rock, 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 USA. We're gonna rock, 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 roll away. We're gonna rock, 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 USA. We're gonna keep on rocking and rolling till we reach LA. Keep on rocking and rolling in the USA.
Hello users of YouTube, and welcome to yet a new episode of Daniel's Videos and Etc. and Daniel Solders episode 5, I think. Anyway, this episode's a special one because instead of us assembling a ubiquitous Velamin kit, we are assembling a SpikenzieLabs kit, I believe. That's what you call it. I think that's how you pronounce it. Anyway, this is the Useless Machine Kit Soldering Edition. Do-it-yourself soldering edition, at least. The reason why I got the do-it-yourself soldering edition is because I like to solder, and this is called Daniel Solders. And why would I buy the original version that doesn't require soldering, even though I'm soldering the solder? Never mind. Anyway, so anyway, I got the do-it-yourself soldering edition because this is Daniel's Videos and Etc. and we like to solder things. Anyway, so instead of it usually coming in a box, I thought it would come in a box. Usually they come in these little cardboard boxes. At least at Micro Center I've seen them in cardboard boxes, but this time it came in a bag. And usually the bag is actually inside the cardboard box, so I guess this is just the bag itself. So anyway, we're going to go ahead and do a quick unboxing here. And by the way, if you guys want to check out the site, there's the SpikenzieLabs.com. The instructions are actually right here, www.SpikenzieLabs.com/instructions. So we're going to pull that up in a moment here and we'll take a look at it. Pulling out, we got one DC, DC motor. Which one's positive? Oh, that's not really nice. So we have a motor that won't tell us if it's positive or not. Although I think one of the nope, both connections are the same length. I don't know what they're trying to say there. We got a battery holder that takes non-labeled batteries. It looks maybe like AA. Probably. I think it's AA. We'll see. A small bag full of components, soldering gear. Yep, the fun things. One thing that actually makes this thing useless. A lot of nuts and bolts and rubber feet. Alright. Later in the video we'll be unboxing this part, but for now, this is our stuff. Alright, let's see what we can see in here. We got a switch. What is that? That is a switch. That is a switch? Really? Oh, I haven't seen that before. Some terminal connectors. Some resistors. So not really much that goes into this, I'm surprised. But not a lot. Yeah, on my brother's version, he had bought a similar one, except his useless machine kit was not the solder version, it was the regular version. So he put it together himself, and he did very good at it. But I noticed while he was assembling it, he had an issue trying to get the terminal or the wires into the terminal jacks correctly. So I might decide to solder the motor directly to the unit. Oh, we'll see. I don't know. But for now, we can wait. I'm going to go ahead and get some AAA or AA batteries, whatever this requires, and I'm going to go ahead and set up Floor 288, get the manual, and we'll get started. So I'll be right back, guys. Alright folks, after taking a gander here, I realized that it's most likely AAA batteries because these do not fit in the slot at all. And that will suck. So, and plus these batteries are kind of mixedly old batteries. I have no idea, I just found them in a drawer anyway. But I got some ubiquitous Berkey and Jensen batteries like I used in my other videos for Daniel Solders. Anyway, I got photo 72 up. Anyway, yep. So, yep, I'll catch you guys back in a moment when I get the manual up here soon, shortly. Alrighty, I got the manual loading up here shortly. There we go. I'm gonna go ahead and zoom in a little bit here so I can see that you guys can see this better. So we have the instruction guide for the useless machine do-it-yourself soldering edition. There's a guy flipping a switch. Tools required: soldering iron, check. Solder, my favorite, check. Flush cutters. I'm gonna have to assume that it means these. Whoa, alright. What else? We got one Phillips screwdriver and one flat screwdriver. Well, we have two good screwdrivers with me right here in my computer kit bag. So we got two big ones and two small ones of the type. And we need all of the acrylic parts. I'm going to assume we have all of them because I really don't want to open that thing yet. Alright. We also need 2-inch corner posts, which we have. They're all in this bag. I actually double checked everything before I started. So, yep, and we got our mini board with nothing much there to do. It says that on the bottom, nut and washer may look different, may have shipped on the switch rather than the hardware in the bag. If this is the case, remove all washer nuts from the switch, discard the extra nut and flanged washer. Okay. Now it's telling us to install the switch. Make sure the switch is being installed on the PCB. There's no orientation to the switch. Revert to these in the photos. Alright, so I'm going to do as the instruction kit says. I'm going to go ahead and start assembling this. Let me get this bag open, guys, and we'll begin. We are really not given a lot of parts here. So here's the PCB. That nice black color. The resistors telling us where to solder. There's the switch itself, which I'm going to install in a second. An LED, actually I didn't see it there originally, but it looks like it's a multicolored one because there's 3 leads coming out of it. A switch, a switch, 2 resistors, and 2 terminals. So I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to solder that switch in right now, guys. Come back to you right after I do this, so BRB. Alright guys, I got that switch in. It was very simple to solder in, except the only problem was I had the switch is not exactly flat at the bottom. Whoops. So the switch is not exactly flat at the bottom. So what I had to do to fix that was I had to put the solder in my mouth, and I had to hold the switch with my middle finger, and I just used my other hand to solder in the thing into place, trying to do it as straight as I can, and I don't think that's really straight. So that was one issue, but other than that, I got it in. I had to do some touching up on my solder work here. As you can see, this one back here is sticking up. So, yep. I'll come back to you guys in a moment when I fix that. Alrighty, got that in switch correctly in, and yep. So now what's next according to the manual? Got the PCB, switch soldering, got it. Resistor preparation. Alright, now I gotta put in the 2 resistors. So according to this, it says that resistor 1 is 100 ohms, which is black brown gets installed into resistor 1 slot. So let's see if we got any black browns. Yep, that's black brown to me. Cool. Alright, I'm gonna go ahead and put this one in. And what's the other resistor? This other resistor is, it's like red, brown. Interesting. Alright, so there's an issue here. So this resistor says it's red, brown. This resistor says red, brown. The manual says that that resistor should be red, red, red. I don't know what to believe at this point, guys. I'm going to go ahead and get my resistor chart out here and see exactly what resistor this is. If it's resistor red, 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 if it's 220 ohms, or is it some other ohmage. So I'm going to be right back and I'll investigate. Alright, after some researching, this is actually not 220 ohms. This is actually 221 ohms. It is red, red, brown. And red, red, red would have been 222 ohms instead. So I don't know why they did that, but I guess that's what it is. So they may have made a mistake on that. It should be red, red, brown, or red, red, black. The resistor I came with was red, red, black. I'm sorry, the resistor that came with it was red, red, brown. The manual is telling me that 220 ohms is red, red, red. That's 222 ohms. So it should be actually red, red, black. But I got a red, red, brown, and that's close enough. So I'm going to go ahead and install both of those resistors, and I'll come back to you guys in a moment. Alright, I got the resistors in the hole. I'm going to solder them and trim them, and I'll be right back. Alright, those resistors are right into their slots, cut and soldered. What's next? Alright, now we need to install the screw terminals. So I will do that in a moment. I'll be right back, guys. Alright, terminal is soldered in. And what's next? Now to put in the LEDs, I guess. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. I'm going to put the LED in and solder it. I'll come back to you guys. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and solder the LED in. Alright, I got the LED in upside down like it says on the manual. And I got to trim those legs. I'm trimming them. I'll be right back. Alright, trimmed the legs. Now what's next? Looks like we might need to put in that weird snap switch. I'm going to put in the snap switch and solder it, and I'll be right back. Alright, I got that snap switch in, so yep. What is next? Alright, I think we might be done here with the soldering. Might be something I may need to fix here because it's not flush with the PCB. So hold on, guys, I'm going to fix it and I'll be right back. Alrighty, I made that switch more flush to the board. Now what is next? It says peel the protective film. I'm gonna get all these parts ready here. Alright guys, I'm gonna go ahead and do part 2 of the unboxing, I guess. Alright, let me get this bag open here. Alright, got the bag open. Alright, let's see what's in here. Other than the fact that we know it might exactly know what it is. Probably the acrylic pieces, not. Alright. Go. So it Alright, so it wants us to get this piece out. And let me get all the others here. Alright, got all the pieces out here. Format out acrylic, not 3D printed, by the way. Alright, so hinge door. Not nothing much. But anyway, we gotta take care of this and that piece. Both needed in this step. So I'm gonna go ahead and do exactly what the instructions tell me to do on this page, and I'll come right back to you guys. Alrighty, I got the motor connected, soldered together, not soldered together, but attached. Now it says to attach the PCB. It says assembly from the bag, even though I've already assembled it. It says place the PCB over the motor assembly. Note how the acrylic tab fits through the holes of the PCB. Then screw it in. Yep, simple as that. I'll do it as it says. So here's the motor up close. Wasn't very hard, but it got it working. So yep, I'll be right back. Alright, I got the PCB soldered to the board. Not too hard. Well, not soldered, but screwed in. Next step. So now this step asks us to put in the arm. I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Catch you guys in a moment. Alrighty guys, I just put the motor in. Great. Now I'm going to see what's next. Alright, now it says installing the completed motor assembly. Wants us to go through all the steps here. Alright, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now. Be right back. Alrighty, I got the bottom assembly screwed on. Now it wants me to put on the rubber feet, I think. Silicone feet application, it says. We'll go ahead and do that right now. Be right back. Alright, I got the rubber feet on here. As you can see, it's not moving at all. Or at least the silicone feet, as it says. So now we got Velcro and battery holder preparation. So now it wants us to put Velcro on the battery. Not too hard. Be right back, guys. Alrighty, got the Velcro on. Now it wants us to install the battery. Placement of the battery holder is indicated in these photos. So I will do that here right now. Right, got the battery holder in. Should just clear it. Good. Right now it wants us to attach the wires. Now this is going to take a little while, so guys, I'll be right back. Alright guys, we've made it this far so far. The manual now tells us to test it out. I got the battery connections in, so I'm going to go ahead and open some batteries here. Now, because the switch is switched on like that, that means it, when I put in the last battery, it should automatically power on. So I'm going to go ahead and shut that switch off right now, just in case. You'll want it to go off while I'm putting the battery in, because it'll ruin the excitement. Alright, here we go. Awesome. Whoops. Broke it. Be careful there. Don't ever try to do that. Anyway, so it looks to me like it works. Sort of. You can tell the switch is a little bit off the line with the motor. But it doesn't seem to be that bad. I think if I pulled it out a little bit, I think it'll be fine. Yeah, that's alright. So I'm going to go ahead and look at this troubleshooting chart just in case if maybe there is something that might be wrong. But anyway, yep, I'm going to take a look at it a little bit, come back to you guys, see you later. Okay guys, I fixed the problem. All I did was move the switch, the turn-off mechanism a little bit to the left, pulled it out as far as I could without unscrewing it. So yep, I got that fixed. So we don't need to go through this. Inspect the posts. Alright, it looks like we're going to need to go ahead and start screwing in these posts. So guys, be right back, and I'll catch you guys in a moment. Alright guys, I'm almost done here. I'm about ready to begin. I'm just going to screw these guys in a little bit more, and I'm going to begin screwing the corner posts. So be right back guys. Hello guys, this is me back about middle in the process of putting the posts on. I just want to say this as a safety precaution. When you do put these posts onto the when you try to screw and unscrew these screws into the post to make room for the screws when you put into the machine like this, please make sure you guys get those little things off. They may not seem like they make much of a difference, but when you're really gripping them in your hand trying to unscrew and screw those screws in, I accidentally dug one of those into my skin while trying to cut one. So I recommend you guys be careful, trim those black parts off, and just make that as a mental note. It will save you from getting a rather deep cut. So yep, I'm gonna continue screwing these in, and I'll get back to you guys in a moment. Alrighty, I got the posts in finally. What is next? Looks like they want us to put on the side panels. Alright guys, I'm going to do just that. Basically, take a good look at it now. This is the last time you're going to see this thing naked. Catch you guys back in a moment. Alrighty guys, I screwed in everything. The whole unit is secure completely and it is locked up into place and it is ready to go. The only thing I still have to do is put on the nut and bolt for the screw, which is, yep. So now I gotta put on the washer and the nut and the bolt. So yep. Alright guys, I'll be right back. I'm gonna go ahead and put those screws on and we'll be right back. Alright, I get it on now. Is that it? Yep. It's interesting, in the examples it shows for, never mind actually. I didn't see this part that says we are showing a clear box for clarity. But anyway, so it shows that in this clear box version of the dumb machine, it shows how to replace the batteries in case you, well, your batteries run out. Very simple idea. Very nice. Care maintenance, cleaning, no alcohol-based cleaners, Windex and lint-free cloth works best. Other, check screws if they have become loose. Remove batteries for extended periods of storage. If there is no off switch when the door is closed, then useless machine is off. Handling, do not drop it, of course. Tweet your build photos. And these are the dozens of other accessories you can get from their site. I actually can tell you right now that I ordered 2 of these from their site a couple days ago. I ordered this time watch and this decoder thing. A telegraph decoder thing, and I'm going to be showing those guys in a later video. Although I do have the calculator. It sits on my desk. And I do have that, but I need to fix it and or build a new one. So I almost got this watch, but it's like really expensive, and I need a watch because I actually don't have a watch, so I might as well get one. Solder my own watch together. I'm also planning to get one of these dices. Let's go ahead and test this thing out. Now already when I finished it, it gets pretty dusty very easily as it's acrylic. So yep. So I'm gonna go ahead, let's test it out. Here we go. Oh my gosh. That is cool. Anyway guys, I guess that's it. Maybe I should move that to the front. I don't know, we'll see. Yeah, I'm gonna do it, why not? Alright guys, I finished the SpikenzieLabs Useless Machine Kit. It is do-it-yourself soldering edition. I finished it and it is completely done. Wasn't that hard to build. Very simple. In some parts mostly. I think the hardest part I had with it was the screw post here, although that was pretty simple. I switched the sign out and I put it in the front here so now people can see it when they click it. Anyway guys, it was very fun. I recommend it. I got this from Amazon.com. I can provide a link for it down below. Anyway, as of when I made this video, this kit cost me about 30 bucks. So, yep, guys, thank you for watching this episode of Daniel Solders, episode 5, and Daniel's Vision, etc. Thank you guys for watching yet again. Like this video, liked it, dislike if you hated it. I don't know, but thank you guys for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one, like I said. Subscribe, comment, like, dislike. I'll see you guys in the next one. Maybe another one video. Maybe something else. I don't know. Anyway, guys, thanks for watching.